Dreadlocks here, bringing you guys another video. Yes, today you guys, I'm gonna give you a high level overview of hair porosity and how it could help to improve your locks. If you're interested in that video, stay tuned. Per usual, if you guys have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button right now. This channel does specialize in dreadlock material, but we talk about natural hair, entertainment, a little bit of everything. So definitely wanna go ahead and smash that subscribe button. If you have subscribed already, you guys definitely wanna make sure you hit that notification bell to stay notified on all the posts when I post. No mistakes this week. All right, let's get the video started. You guys, I have done you a tremendous disservice for me to have had this channel for almost 2 years and not have talked about hair porosity, okay? When you're talking about hair porosity, you guys, you're talking about something that can indicate your propensity for mildew, your ability to retain moisture, basically setting your moisture lock routine, can even determine your propensity for things like lock buildup as well. So when it comes to hair porosity, you guys, this is a major key for starter lockers on down, okay? Now, I know what you guys are already asking yourselves right now. What the heck is hair porosity? In order to explain that, we're gonna have to break down the components of the hair. We're talking about the anatomy and structure of the hair. We've got the medulla, the cortex, and the cuticle. For hair porosity in particular, we're gonna focus on the cuticle, okay? And when we're looking at the cuticle, essentially it is the protective overlapping layer of scales. It's often likened to roof shingles. This is the layer of hair that's gonna be regulating your porosity. Now, when we're dissecting the types of porosity there are, you guys, we've got high porosity, normal porosity, and low porosity. Now, essentially with high porosity hair, you guys, we're talking about hair that's gonna allow a lot of moisture in, but also allow a lot of moisture out. This hair is also gonna be prone to breakage oftentimes. It's gonna look a lot more dull. You're gonna need an excessive amount of conditioners and moisturizers to make sure that this hair is in great condition. Now, the next style of porosity is medium or normal, okay? Now, with medium or normal porosity, the cuticles aren't too close together, but they're not too open either. So it's gonna allow moisture to penetrate easily, and it's also gonna make it easier to retain moisture for a longer period of time. You'll know that you have medium porosity hair if your hair is easy to style, can hold styles well, it also takes color well, and it tends to look healthy, shiny, or glossy, okay? It also doesn't take too long for your hair to dry, so you got a perfect sweet spot here when you're talking about that normal porosity, all right? But you're not out of the woodworks. It's important to understand that your hair porosity can change over time with excessive heat or chemical damage, all right? Now, the last style of hair we have is low porosity hair. Now, unlike high, the cuticle on low porosity hair is gonna be slow to allow moisture in. It's also gonna be slow to allow moisture out. So for people with dreadlocks, this is really important to know because when you got low porosity hair, you guys, you gotta understand, because it's taking so long for your hair to dry, you have a much higher chance of getting things like mold and mildew in those locks. On the flip side with products, it's also gonna cause more buildup because that moisture in that product oftentimes isn't gonna penetrate that hair the way that it needs to, okay? So it's very important to know your porosity. Now, I know what you guys are asking, TP, how do I find my, my hair porosity? How do I test for that? Do I need to go to a hospital, dermatologist? What do I need to do? No, essentially you can conduct this test at your home. All you need is a glass of water and a strand of hair. Now, the test is simple. You take that strand of hair, you drop it in that water, and wherever that hair falls, you can get a general indication of what your hair porosity is. Now, for this to work, you definitely wanna make sure your hair is washed and free of products so as not to skew the results. But essentially, if your hair floats, it's got low porosity. If it sinks somewhere down the middle, you got medium to normal porosity. And if it just sinks immediately, you tend to have high. All right, this is gonna be one of those things that is very important to understand because it really is going to determine what your lock moisture routine is going to be, okay? When you're talking about high porosity hair, you guys, you're talking about hair that is gonna be prone to breakage, so locks falling off. You're talking about people that are gonna need excess moisture. When you're talking about low porosity hair, you're talking about people that are gonna need more clarifying shampoos, products that with less buildup, more oil-based conditioners, all right? When you're talking about medium, you're gonna have a sweet in between, right? But I think it's very important that you guys know this. Go out there and get those tests started. Figure out what your hair porosity is. And there are several other tests that you can do. I did not mention those in these videos because I just wanted this to be a high-level overview. I really am slapping myself that it took this long for me to mention this to you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, but yes, this is a very important thing, okay? Now, of course, you guys, this was just a high-level overview, so if you have any additional information, definitely leave it in the comment section as well. Hopefully this video has helped you out. Just want to give you guys the basics just to start you out. Find out your hair porosity, and then you'll be that step closer to finding out the perfect routine for your locks. All right? It's been Dreadlocks, signing out.